So it was about my junior year in high school. When you first start applying to those big colleges, everyone's talking about the big universities they want to go to. And in the back of my mind, I never knew exactly what I wanted to do after high school. I didn't know what I wanted to major in. I didn't know if I wanted to go to these big schools. So, all my friends are talking about how they were stressing over their SATs and how they wanted to get into these big schools and pay all these admission fees just to get in. So I was just walking around. It was the college fair day at school, and I ran into one of the booths, which was the community college one. And the guy confronted me, and he told me the benefits of going to a community college. He told me, they have counselors, they have a great program to help you transfer to the school, it's a cheaper cost. So I really liked what he said. So I met up with my friends later, and we all discussed what booths we went to and what colleges we wanted to go to. And I confronted them about going to a community college. At first, they weren't okay with it. They were just like, "You sure you want to do this?" And I was like, I think I should. So I went home that night, and I wrote a list of things to tell my mom, to confront her. She's never been a big fan of community colleges. All my cousins went to big universities. And so I sat her down, and I talked to her. I was like, "Hey, I think this is right for me. I'm not sure what I want to major in yet, what I wanted to do." And she was actually a part of my decision. I did much research, and in this research I would like to show you that most, according to Tatiana Mendoza in the Journal of Higher Education in 2011, that most undergraduate students enroll in a community college, and maybe you will be one of them. In this speech, I will inform you the benefits of going to a community college. And first, that the community college's transfer rates has increased over the many years. And second, that community colleges helps you save money and is cheaper than going to a four-year university right away. And third, it is easier to get accepted into community college, and that your background and your past mistakes that you've messed up in high school don't affect your start at the community college. The transfer rates in community college has risen tremendously. According to Christine Sylvia, in 2010, community colleges first started out being lower division material taught to people that wanted to go into the bachelor's level program in 1910. The two-year college has been so successful that it has transformed over the many years to become a vocational training and also become part of post-secondary schooling and a better transfer program. When you go to a community college, they have a transfer program and a transfer center here on campus. And this program is to help you step-by-step process to get you to the school that you want to go to. And by doing so, they have sheets of paper in the office which is available to all our students. And you look at, if you want to go to a UC, here's the format of what classes you should take and how it'll help you. And if you wanted to go to a private school or just get your AA. And counselors here on campus are to help you decide what classes to take and actually help tell you what classes you should try to experiment with to see if you want to major in that subject. When you transfer from a community college, you have first priority over all the other applicants. Your application is on top of the ones that are students leaving straight from high school, and it's also on top of those who are in the inter-campus transfers. Which leads me to my next point, the cost of going to community college. You can save money by starting off at a community college instead of going straight to a four-year. According to Dr. Stephen Pavonsky, in studies in 2008, it's approximately $2 to $3 grand a year, including fees and tuition, to attend a community college. If you go to a private school, it's 20 grand on top of that, and if you go if you wanted to attend a UC, it's 5 to 6, which is roughly twice as much as a community college. When community college students, they normally live at home or around the campus, so it's a cheaper way of living. If you go directly into a university or a community college, you are spending at least 10 grand a year just for dorming. If you go to a 4-year school for 4 years, 4 times 10,000 is 40,000, and most students end up staying more at a 4-year school than what they predict. Community colleges made it helpful for us students to pay for community colleges. There's something called the FAFSA application where you apply directly online at the Fullerton College website, and it helps you pay for tuition, for fees, and it can even help you with the rent. And there's also something called the BOG waiver, which is which helps you pay for your tuition. Now, tuition is rising 6% annually, which leads me to my next point. When you go to it's easier to be accepted into a community college. You go directly online. For an example would be fullertoncollege.edu, and it's directly on the web page. It's right in front of you to apply to the community college you would like to go to. And when you do so, you just apply and you get admitted right away. There's no waiting for paying so much fees for the SAT classes, the SAT prep that you need, the high scores, stressing over the high scores you need to get into that school. There's no months in waiting for the mail to come if you got accepted or rejected. Accepted and rejected. And it's an easier process. Once you apply to a community college, you get accepted right away, and then according to the College Board Aspiring Minds website, the placement test helps you figure out where you were leveled into that community college. If you start off it helps you score in the reading, writing, and math skills. And if you take the test and you feel like you should have done it better, you can show them your high school transcripts and say, hey, I think I did well in my math. I think I should be placed higher. And by doing this, they can help you associate where you need to be placed. Community college has been frowned upon for many, many years. And it has progressed over the years and is more acceptable to go to a community college, and is the best transfer program. And in this speech, I informed you the benefits of going to a community college, and that the transfer rates has gone up significantly. It saves you money, so you can get your general ed at the community college and go straight to the university that you want to go to. And last is you get accepted right away. You don't have to wait, and you don't have to stress. It's a better program, and it's the best transfer